Hey now, Deadheads. It's DR.KOBA. We're doing a third review of the day from the Grateful Dead 60th anniversary Enjoying the Ride box set. We did earlier, 1971. We were in Port Chester. We were at the beginning of the single Billy era, single drummer Billy era. Then we moved backwards into the summer of '69. We were it's two drummers. There's Tom Constantin. It's live dead. It's awesome. It's all good. Now we're going way forward into the future, into a pocket era of Grateful Dead. 5/12/91. We're at Mountain View, California, just down the road from where we were in 1969, I think. Never been to California, but we are at a place called Shoreline Amphitheater, kind of famous. Apparently, this place was designed by Bill Graham with Deadheads in mind, and they played there every year from 1987 to 1995. So, what we have here is an interesting little pocket because we have Bruce, we've got Vince doing the double piano, and we have just about a year. Not only it's not even a year from when Brent is has had overdosed and died. So we've got this weird version of the Grateful Dead that would kind of just be how they do end their run with Jerry. And we've got a pretty interesting show. Some of these Hornsby shows appear good on paper sometimes. Sometimes they're just odd to get through, and there is a lot of stuff happening. It's kind of overstuffed sometimes, and Jerry kind of gets lost in the mix because he's no longer like leading the proceedings in the way that the hierarchy was set with Brett. Like everyone knew their spots with the '80s band with Brent. So it's kind of been scrambled a little bit, which is good. He opened. Bruce is there to help Vince kind of understand his how he can do his role and what his parts are. So many Grateful Dead songs and so many of their parts are just all specific to the person who's doing them that you can't really separate them out. They all have their own little bits that they give, and that's what's so compelling about their music. And so when you change the players, the parts still stay the same, but now they're being voiced differently. And so but you do have Vince with more of a synthetic sound. I love the synthesizer sound. I can see where people can hate it too. It's not authentic, and it's like the B3 sound isn't there, the organ sound isn't there anymore. So he comes at it from a disadvantage already, technically speaking. And then you have Bruce Hornsby on he has his own little synthesizer, but he's got the grand piano. So immediately, if you're going through the Enjoy the Ride box set and you hear a version of Picasso Moon with the Brent band, and then you listen to 5/12/91, you're gonna like hear a piano solo that isn't there, that was usually not there. And that's what you get. You get an awesome opening. I love Picasso Moon. I'm a big Picasso Moon fan, so I think it's a great opener for it. They really pick up a good head of steam. It's not as good as the one from 1993, which is in the same box set. That one's fire. This one, they forget where they're at for like a brief moment as a band. They forget the verse where they're at, and it takes them a few seconds of this breakdown, and then they just come right back in. They know how to fix wherever they're at. If they're just all not on the same page sometimes, and that happens. But that's what's awesome about the Grateful Dead is that they're in front of this entire audience, and they're clearly not like they're just going by the seat of their pants, and that's where you're gonna fall, but you get back up again, and that's like the literal spirit of the music, and that pulls us through. We start going into Althea's in the second slot for Jerry because Bob did his first tune. It's a fine version of Althea. Love Althea. Uh, then Bob comes back in. He does his blues spot. It's now CC Ryder, which is a different take the song to take out from the songbook, which is cool. And then Jerry, they just keep doing that C major shuffle, and he pulls out the. It takes a lot to laugh. It takes Train to Cry, like an old blues song, like a Bob Dylan song too. It's a famous one from way back. So it just kind of flows like water. It's great. It's good stuff. Good stuff to hear. It's like a different, yeah, it's something different to be played, which is always good. We get El Paso here. It's everything is just running smoothly. You got high quality Grateful Dead music. Um, the final take of High Time, Black Throated Wind into Deal is High Time's good. It might not be the greatest. They're as a band, they're just feeling each other out and creating their parts. Black Throated Wind with the original lyrics is back. Uh, I love Black Throated Wind. St. Louis, the city of blues. It's all good stuff. Deal is high energy rock. Jerry pulls out awesome solo. The High Time is always good to hear. Like it's kind of a rarity for this era. So it's just awesome to hear. Black Throated Wind, love it. So yeah, good disc. It's not going to be Dave's Picks material, but it's just enjoyable. We go to the second disc, second set. We get from right away. It's Help on the Way, Slipknot, Franklin's Tower. It's good stuff. You have everyone hitting on all cylinders for Help on the Way into Slipknot, into the transition. You have a good little meaty psych jam in Slipknot. Franklin's Tower is good. Jerry has some good spots. Everyone is just kind of flowing. And out of Franklin's Tower, we get Looks Like Rain, which is kind of a bit of a bummer for the flow of the second set. The second set, Looks Like Rain, is interesting. Jerry's solos is okay in there. It might not have been it was a little bit of a cool down bit, and it leads into Terrapin, which is well voiced in this configuration. It is symphonic. It is expansive. There's a cool jam after Terrapin where we get like a tribal symphony kind of thing happening with some synthetic sounds and some psych energy. Really cool. Good stuff. And then we have drums, which is also just carrying on that synthetic tribal kind of feel that had been created. Mickey on the Beam. It's all good. You know what you're getting with drums. So it's jungle. It's from like trance jungle is what I would call it. You have disc 3. We have space. Space is space here. You've got what space is. There's nothing that really kind of like hits a different tone than what a typical space from the era is. It's just all good stuff. We hit Going Down the Road Feeling Bad, which is a nice little differentiation. It's good. Jerry's doing the upbeat. Dun, 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 dun. It's good stuff. Throwing Stones is next, which is great. Love Throwing Stones. It's all good. We instead of going into Not Fade Away, at the end from Throwing Stones, we go into Love Light, which is also a good little swerve. Upbeat, high energy, good stuff. Jerry making that MIDI saxophone sing. Encore's The Wait. Some people hate it, some people love it. I'm fine with The Wait. I think it's great. I like the fact that they're doing it here. They all get to sing a verse. It's all very good. So I would say that this one again is not. I think the 51191 is like a video that they put out for like one of the on the Dead channel for like one of the live streams during the COVID, the lockdown. 51191. Like they opened up with Mississippi Half Step. That's also a famous show. Like this stuff is cut all from the same cloth of like goodness. You're not gonna be disappointed if you happen to put on any of this stuff. So it is 51291. We've got Shoreline Amphitheater. Good stuff. Good to hear. Like I wish they did more Hornsby. So whatever we get is great.